All right, y'all. So we about to get into it. That wife life. Okay, we are at day number 8 of the She Leads with AI book countdown. Oh my God, I am so excited. We are getting close. We are getting close. All right, so let's have a real talk about AI in marriage, AI in the wife life. Okay. So I'm gonna have a real moment with you all. Okay, I am gonna let y'all in my business just a little bit. So if you can identify with me, just drop in the comments that you can identify with me. Okay. So I have really used AI as like a little marriage coach or a little marriage partner to me, and really to help me to understand my husband, his communication language, and really just to be more empathetic in marriage. So how many of you all know, like, you have that conversation, it's that same conversation that keeps coming up over and over and over again. You don't know where it comes from. Somebody's triggered, and here we go, we're in the conversation. And a lot of times we don't even realize it, but we're sitting there listening to what the our spouse is saying, but we aren't really listening, right? We're just listening for a break so we can jump into the conversation and we can say what we want to say. Anybody been like that? Or y'all just gonna leave me out here hanging? All right, so what I did was I said that this year I want to be really intentional about my marriage. I am so intentional about my business. I'm so intentional about my kids. And so I said I want to have that same level of intention for marriage. Anybody out there with me? Like, you go so hard for your kids, you go so hard for your business or your career, and you need to put that same type of energy and effort into your marriage. I remember I was having a conversation with God, and God was like, Renee, if you would just put as much focus and energy on your marriage as you do on your business and your kids, honey, it's going to be what it is that you want. Like, it's going to be the dream marriage. So I said, okay, God, let's do this. And so what I understand now is that my husband and I, we have 2 different types of communication styles, right? So I am communicating with him based on my communication style, and I am expecting him to understand that, even though he communicates totally different than I do. So here comes AI. So with AI, I actually, one night, I just was having all of these thoughts after a heated discussion that we had, not an argument, a heated discussion. And I put into AI kind of what happened during the conversation, what I said, what my husband said. And I asked AI, I said, help me to see it from his perspective, right? Ask me the questions that will give you the information that you need to guide me and give me some tools and techniques on how to communicate better. And you know what happened? It did. It asked me a series of questions about what had happened, how did I respond, how did he respond, and it gave me a list of things that I can do to show up differently when I communicate, but it also helped me to understand what my husband was communicating to me that I possibly missed. And so from that moment, I said, okay, so I really can use AI as a tool to help me to show up better and differently in my marriage. But let me be clear. If you give it quality information in AI, you're going to get quality information out. If you put in junk information or half the story to make yourself look good, then that's what you're going to get out. So it allows you to be very real, very honest, have no judgment, and give you a space to be able to process things. So it has become such a game changer for me and how I show up and communicate in my marriage. It's also helped me to do more of active listening, to be able to really listen and hear what my husband is saying, repeat that back to him, and then if I don't understand something, make sure that I do understand it. So it's helping me to really build my communication skills. Okay, so the question that I have for you is, what recurring conversation are you having in your marriage or that you're having in your relationship? And so it could be a relationship with a romantic partner, or it could be a relationship with a family member or friend. But what conversation keeps coming up? And then use AI to help you to work through that so that you're able to communicate a little bit differently and hopefully be able to bring some resolve to the situation. All right. So you know that the whole goal of the book, She Leads with AI, is to really help you to be able to identify how you can use AI to leverage it in every role in your life, as a woman, as a wife, as a friend, as a mom, as a CEO, as a leader, as a sister, as a caretaker. And so this is just one example of how you can use AI in your marriage. So in the book, She Leads with AI, I go over all the different types of prompts that I've used, and I share stories of other women that have used AI to really strengthen their marriage as well as strengthen their other relationships. So if you want to know how to use AI as a marriage partner or even a partner in helping you to communicate better in any type of relationship, pre-order She Leads with AI. You can click the link below, or you can go to sheleadswithaibook.com, sheleadswithaibook.com, and pick up your copy. And of course, y'all know that I love to give value. So in addition to the book, when you pre-order, you're going to get all kinds of bonuses, and you're also going to get membership into my community, She Leads and She Loves. And it's a sisterhood of women that are on their own AI journey to leverage AI in every area of their life because they want to have success in both their professional and their personal life. All right, guys, so get your copy of the book, and I will see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.